What's up, guys? This is Abhijit from Abhigik, and today we will talk about some best games which I downloaded this week in 2017 February. So let's begin for further ado. So the first game which is concerned is known as Into the Dead. This game is a simple graphics intensive game in which there is a zombie. There are zombies and there are certain levels like classic, massive, or flashlight, etc. You have to unlock them by completing this level by collecting grenades or different types of weapons which you would get. This whole criteria of game is being complex based on certain uh, coins which you have to collect. After running a certain stretch of level in this game, you have to survive yourself and you have to collect some grenades or you have to collect some companion dogs in which they would protect you to cross a certain way and have a head start or have additional boost of ammo so that you can survive. So the all interface of this game, there are different types of games in this play store like zombie related like Death Trigger 1, 2, etc. But as far simple sophistication is concerned, this game I would recommend to you because it is a simple game. It is not so much complex because it doesn't have a big manual like GTA 4, but it is looks very decent. Its graphics are very amped. I would shortly recommend you to play this game by wearing the headphones because the background noise which would come is very sober. If you would play this game at night, you would have an additional boost. The second game which I would talk about is known as Swag. This is a simple polarized graphics game, I think, which is being designed by the Indians because there is an Indian logo which has been attached, and based on certain robotic criteria they have built this game in which you have to cross a certain level and hit the target. So these levels are being categorized on the basis of hitting targets, and you have to cross this by this small tank. So the whole operation is based on how your brain works and calculatively. I played this game for many times, but I didn't able to cross this first level. After spending 2-3 more hours in this game, I found out that there were more levels and there was a clock which was ticking upwards, which told us that we had only 50 seconds to complete this level because after that the level would be completed. So there was a simple rubber shot which was there from a cannon which it had, and I would as per adaptability is concerned, you can have a fun with playing this game. So go and surely download this. The third game which I would talk about is known as Cosmic Challenge. There were many games like Star Wars and etc. which I played my earlier days in my PCs, and I was finding and researching on the basis of certain games which were similar to that, and I totally found out this game which is known as Cosmic Challenge. This game was as per graphics, it has around 10 to 10, and you have to select certain areas of simple vehicles which were looking like Star Wars, and there was a certain track, survival track, and there was a small initial time which you would get to cross that track. So if you are a fan of Star Wars, if you are a fan of space related games, if you are a fan of highly intensive graphics game in a small smartphone, you want to play this, there is a link below description. Go hit and click and download this. I would recommend you. We played this game for more than 4 to 5 hours. I found out there were certain levels in which you would get companions, in which you can race with them. You can share the scores, you can share the leaderboard from the other players which are playing from the world. And also it has a space related experience in which, if you have studied about nebulas and all, in which they are stars and galaxies which normally travel, it has look like premium, like a space travel. So there was a clock which was clicking and you have to complete that level on the basis of that. The last game which I would talk about is known as Thumbzilla. This game is looking based on your thumb related inspection, in which you have to kill a city based on stamping by your thumb. With the help of your thumb, if you have a thumb with God grace, you can play this game by hitting your screen and killing as many as persons, as many as cities, as many as peoples, as many as cars, as many as homes, trees, and helicopters, peoples, cops which are coming to kill you, or many such much more which are in the right hand side. After playing 2 minutes, we found that you have to destruct as many as persons, peoples, etc., in which you would get an ample score in calculation, which would tell you that how much dollars of destruction you opt for. So if you are a destructive fan to destruct something, you can surely totally recommend you to play this game. It's known as Thumbzilla. So these are the games based on certain criterias I have researched and bought you all. So if you like this video, do subscribe my channel. Apart from that, if you have any comments, do comment down on the comment section. And if you want this type of videos more, do subscribe, do like, do comment, because I totally add these videos every day in my blog. So peace.